Hello there, welcome to my channel Novice Modelling and the Midlife Crisis. My name's Andy and I'm just going to do you a quick little kit review on this model, the TAMIYA de Havilland Mosquito B Mk.IV and PR Mk.IV. Now the B stands for bomber and the PR stands for photo reconnaissance. Now incidentally, this is actually one of my favourite planes of the World War II era, and as is customary with these what's in the box kit reviews, I'm just going to read you the blurb that is actually provided by TAMIYA regarding a brief history of this particular aeroplane. So here we go. The versatile Mosquito stood with the Spitfire fighter and Lancaster bomber and earned the respect of British pilots during World War II. In 1939, the de Havilland Company envisioned the plane to be an unarmed, high-speed bomber and had experience with the Comet, which was a wooden racing plane. Except for the engine and landing gear, the Mosquito was comprised of wood, offering strategic advantages. The wooden construction would save on important metals such as aluminium. It could also be built in converted furniture factories. The Air Ministry was reluctant to adopt the wooden aircraft, but placed orders for 50 planes in March 1940 for reconnaissance use. In November 1940, the Mosquito reached speeds of 630 kilometers per hour during test flights, demonstrating its potential and quickly prompting additional orders of 150 planes. The Mosquito PR Mk.I reconnaissance plane was first deployed in July 1941. The Mk.IV bomber started deployment in the spring of 1942. On May 31st, 1942, the Mosquitoes led a daylight raid on Cairn. In September 1942, the Gestapo headquarters in Oslo was bombed. German officials delivering a daytime speech in Berlin were attacked on January 13th, 1943. These events demonstrated the Mosquito's ability to carry heavy loads and deliver low-altitude surprise attacks with accuracy. The camera-equipped PR Mk.IV reconnaissance plane discovered the German battleship Tirpitz in the Arctic Circle and scouted V-2 rocket facilities. The Mosquitoes performed their duties with minimal losses, displaying their remarkable abilities. Okay, so let's just have a quick glance through the instructions, and I'm guessing, I mean, obviously everyone's aware of TAMIYA, and they do have a reputation for providing really detailed, quite nicely laid out, precise instructions. And as you can see here, we've got it laid out in multiple sections. This section goes up to 12, and on the reverse side we have the finishing off up to 14. We've also got some painting ideas which come with a variety of decals, which we'll have a look in a second. I think you'll agree that's a pretty good set of instructions. Certainly going to be good enough, hopefully, for a novice like myself. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the decals here, and we have at least 2 different options, maybe even 3 different options that we can actually put on, including some decals to put on the cockpit controls. So they're pretty good. We've got a clear plastic kit with the cockpit cover. This will be the, I think this is the photo reconnaissance viewport, or maybe that is there and that's the bomber's viewport. That's going to be the photo reconnaissance there, and that's probably going to be, I don't know, photo and bomber's point of view. Now we've got 5 sets of sprues in here. The small one, as you can see, we've got some quite nice detail here for the cockpit, and that's the nose cone, and you can see here the Bombay doors. Here we have the main piece of the fuselage. Now, because it's wooden construction, you obviously don't get very much in the way of panel lines on the main body, but you do obviously on the engine here, and these are nicely recessed, nicely detailed with some rivets as well, I think. Now, yeah, it looks quite nice. Now we have the wings, which again were predominantly wooden construction, I think, apart from certain areas around here where obviously the landing gear and the engines were located. Again, on the tailplane here, you can see you've actually got nice sets of rivets, and it looks really nicely detailed. So I'm quite pleased with this. And then we have another one with propellers, the wheels, which have got quite nicely detailed tread on the tyres, and this rather Oh, it's actually got a little break in it already. Oh, that might cause me a problem. This landing gear as well. Oh, that's a shame. We'll have to try and put that together with something. Or maybe not, because I seem to have 2 sets. I seem to have 2 sets here. Well, that's lucky, I suppose. I've actually got 2 sets. I'm not quite sure whether you're supposed to get 2 sets of this, but I have. And seeing as one of those is broken, that's brilliant as far as I'm concerned. So there we go, there's a little bonus. I've got a load of spares that I can, I don't know, maybe build myself a Frankenstein's monster out of various spares and see what we come up with in the future. Anyway, this is part of my ever-expanding collection of, or stash, as people tend to call them in the modelling circle, I understand. I'm coming up to around about 200 kits, which is kind of mad, I know, but like I've said, I am going through a bit of a midlife crisis, and I'm hoping this is going to be my cure. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little video. Questions and suggestions are always welcome. Please like and subscribe and join me for my model building ride. Be seeing you.